The prayer that changed world philosophy, Serenity. What if I told you there's a prayer just 3 lines long that managed to revolutionize global philosophy, psychology, and spirituality? And what if I told you this prayer is used by millions of people every day, but 99% of them don't know its true origin or the devastating power it holds? You'd want to know about it, right? Well, brace yourself, because I'm about to reveal the secret story of the Serenity Prayer. Spoiler: it wasn't created by Alcoholics Anonymous. It comes from the Stoic philosophers 2,000 years ago, and once you understand its real meaning, your life will never be the same. This prayer is a mental transformation weapon, the most powerful prayer in the world. Everyone knows it, no one understands it. I bet you've heard this prayer: God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Sounds simple? It's genius. Sounds obvious? It's revolutionary. Most people repeat this prayer without realizing that it contains all the wisdom needed to solve any life problem. Literally any problem. Anxiety? Solved. Depression? Solved. Relationships? Solved. Career? Solved. How? Because this prayer is pure Stoic philosophy disguised as a Christian prayer. It's like the Trojan horse, ancient wisdom infiltrating modern religion. The secret origin: Marcus Aurelius invented it 2,000 years ago. Here's where it gets crazy. Everyone thinks the Serenity Prayer was created by theologian Reinhold Niebuhr in 1943. Wrong. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations 2,000 years ago, "Accept the things you cannot change, have the courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference." Exactly the same. Epictetus also said, "Some things are up to us, some things are not." Seneca added, "What troubles us is not the events themselves, but our judgments about them." The Serenity Prayer is Stoic philosophy wearing Christian clothes. It's like Star Wars. Joseph Campbell took ancient myth and dressed it in science fiction. Niebuhr took Stoic wisdom and dressed it as a prayer. The result? Millions of people applying Stoicism without knowing it. The anatomy of transformation. How 3 lines change a life. Let's break this prayer down word by word. Serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Translation: stop fighting the inevitable. Practical examples: your ex isn't coming back. Accept it. The economy is bad. Accept it. You're not Brad Pitt. Accept it. 90% of your suffering comes from trying to change the unchangeable. Courage to change the things I can. Translation: focus all your energy on what depends on you. Practical examples: you can't change your ex, but you can improve yourself. You can't change the economy, but you can level up your skills. You can't change your genetics, but you can exercise and take care of yourself. Wisdom to know the difference. Translation: learn the difference between what's controllable and what's not. This is the most important part. Without this wisdom, you waste energy fighting windmills. The hidden power: how this prayer destroys anxiety and depression. Here's why this prayer is so powerful. Anxiety equals trying to control the uncontrollable. Depression equals not trying to control the controllable. The prayer cures both at once. Real example: you're anxious about a job interview. Applying the prayer: what I can't control, the interviewer's decision. What I can control, my preparation, my attitude, my answers. Result: focus on preparation, controllable, and relax about the result, uncontrollable. Anxiety equals 0. It's like Goku before a fight. He trains as much as he can, controllable, and accepts he might lose, uncontrollable. That's why he's never stressed. He applies the Serenity Prayer without realizing it. The silent revolution: how this prayer infiltrated the world. Now comes the wildest part. Alcoholics Anonymous adopted this prayer in 1941. The result? Millions of addicts recovered by applying Stoic philosophy. Cognitive therapy uses the same principle. Focus on what you can control. Mindfulness teaches acceptance of what cannot be changed. Coaching helps you distinguish the controllable from the uncontrollable. All of these are children of the same prayer, which is the child of Stoic philosophy. It's like DNA, wisdom replicating in different forms. Buddhism calls it detachment. Christianity calls it surrender. Stoicism calls it the dichotomy of control. Psychology calls it the locus of control. They're all saying the same thing, in different words. Practical application. How to use this prayer to solve any problem. So, how do you apply this in real life? Step 1. Identify the problem. Step 2. Ask yourself, what in this situation can I control? Step 3. Focus 100% of your energy on the controllable. Step 4. Completely accept the uncontrollable. Example 1. Relationship. Problem. Your partner is distant. Controllable. Your communication, your behavior, your growth. Uncontrollable. Their feelings, their decisions. Action. Work on yourself. Accept that they may not change. Example 2. Career. Problem. You're not getting promoted. Controllable. Your skills, your performance, your attitude. Uncontrollable. Company politics, your boss's mood, the economy. Action. Be the best employee possible. Accept that promotions aren't guaranteed. Result. Total peace of mind. The paradox of serenity. The more you accept, the more you conquer. Here's where the magic happens. When you stop fighting the uncontrollable, you unleash infinite energy for the controllable. When you accept you might lose, you fight better. When you accept you might be rejected, you take more risks. When you accept you might fail, you attempt greater things. It's like Neo in the Matrix. When he stops fighting the Matrix and accepts death, he becomes unstoppable. Seneca explained, "He who expects nothing will never be disappointed." But this isn't pessimism. It's freedom. Freedom to act without fear of results. The truth that will transform your life. You already have everything you need. Here's the truth. You already know the solution to all your problems. It's in the Serenity Prayer. It's in Stoic philosophy. It's in the wisdom that millions repeat every day. The problem isn't knowledge. The problem is application. How many times have you heard this prayer and kept trying to control the uncontrollable? How many times have you known what to do and done the opposite? Marcus Aurelius left the challenge in writing, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Serenity Prayer is just a simpler version of the same teaching. So, will you use this power or keep fighting windmills? The choice is yours, as it always has been. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Amen.